You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, B&B fans, Belinda from Soap Dirt here, and we are seeing Finn tormented with visions of his dead biological mother, Sheila Carter, and that continues soon. But is it because his mind is eaten up with guilt and regret, or because his nine-toed lunatic of a mother is alive and is gaslighting him? Or, maybe he's losing his marbles completely. We're going to talk about what's ahead for Dr. John Finnegan. But first, please click subscribe if you have not, so you don't miss any of our updates. So I do not think we've seen the last of Sheila Carter, but the only question is whether these new scenes we're getting are hallucinations, real appearances, or a combination of both. And there are more scenes coming. Bold and Beautiful dropped a very strange turn of phrase on a recent episode that has me worried that Finn is going off the deep end, or that they want us to think that he is. This phrase was spoken by Steffy Forrester to her husband, Finn, and it really caught my ears because it's not the kind of thing you hear in casual conversation or that most people commonly say. And it is not a phrase I've ever heard Steffy or anybody else use on the CBS soap opera. She said to Finn, "You have a beautiful mind." That was after he was telling her about these hallucinations. It's kind of an odd thing to say. It sounds kind of like a compliment. You have a beautiful mind. But have you seen the movie A Beautiful Mind? A Beautiful Mind. That was the exact phrase she used. It was an Oscar-winning Best Picture from back in 2001. It was a great movie. I saw it at the time. I've seen it a couple more times since. It's based on the real life of this mathematics genius at Princeton University named John Nash. And he had this good friend, Charlie. The problem is, Charlie wasn't real. So this math guy, Nash, was played by Russell Crowe. He was a paranoid schizophrenic. And he hallucinated this guy, Charlie, for years and absolutely believed he was a real person, that he was a real friend. He did not know he was not real. At one point in the movie, Nash even left his baby in the bathtub with Charlie watching. Yeah, so he almost drowned his kid. Interesting. Finn almost drowned Kelly, by the way. Anyway, I just think that beautiful mind comment might have been some sort of little Easter egg to hint that Finn's about to be really mentally unstable, or alternately that they want us to think that he is. It's kind of insane that Finn is imagining Steffy stabbing his mom Sheila like she's tenderizing a steak. Why would his brain create that? Is that an indication that he thinks his mom deserved to be skewered that many times? Or are they telling us Finn thinks that's what Steffy is capable of, that level of malevolent violence? One of those options is less disturbing than the other. And we haven't seen the police again. There's been no chatter that they're going to press charges on Steffy. So I wonder a couple of things. First, is this plot just to try and open the door for Liam? That's certainly one notion. But given how hard Steffy's shutting him down now, that seems like a real long shot. I really enjoyed her abruptly hanging up on Liam, to be honest, on that same episode. The second thing is, I think they could be doing all this just as a ratings ploy. And again, I don't think Sheila's dead. In that vein of thought, B&B could be giving us a combination of special effects, kind of. It could be that Finn's coming unhinged with grief, and also that Sheila is going to gaslight him. If they really killed off Sheila Carter, I will say Bold did it very, very badly. If they didn't kill her off and this is a ratings grab, I'm enjoying it. So far, the new scenes of Sheila Carter do seem like legit hallucinations. If Sheila's alive, I don't think she's in the house reenacting the stabbing, covering herself in blood or anything. I suspect they're doing the same kind of thing, though, with Sheila that they did with the whole Finn died thing. If you recall, Finn was shot and killed April 1st, 2022, and then revealed to be alive May 23rd, 2022. So same year, just a few months apart. And after Finn died, he gave an interview to Soap Digest about how he knows this can happen on a soap. He said the death surprised him. He talked about what's next for him after Bold. All the same kind of stuff that Kimberlin Brown said in her little exit interview. And then almost 8 weeks later, after Finn died, he was revealed to be alive. And the same day he showed up on Bold and the Beautiful, alive, comatose, but alive, Tanner Novlan was on the talk and said he never left B&B, but he had to keep Finn's resurrection a secret. So yeah, they had him lie in interviews, lie to fans, all that jazz. So no, I do not give any credit to anything Kimberlin Brown has said about Sheila dying. We've got Finn seeing more apparitions this week, and as long as he's in the house, seeing Sheila lying dead on the floor or flailing around asking for help, I think those are strictly in his head. But if he sees Sheila outside the house at all, anywhere but inside where she died, then I do suspect that's his biological mother playing mind games and gaslighting. Now, there's another question I've seen here in the comments, and if that was her lookalike Sugar who died, why would Sugar do it? Why would she go in there only to get killed? Well, I've got 3 ideas. The first is Sheila gaslit Sugar, told her a bunch of lies that convinced her to go into that house. And maybe Sugar had no idea she could wind up dead. The second is that Sugar might have been completely drugged up by Sheila and given her something that made her susceptible to being told what to do, goes into the house not thinking clearly. That's why she didn't speak. That's why, it seemed so weird. And she might have lunged at her just because she was doped up, And last, maybe Sugar had some sort of terminal illness where she was going to have some kind of long and painful, protracted death battle. So a quick stabby end to her life was a preferable way to go out. There are some diseases that are just simply terrible, in their last stages. So there's plenty of soapy ways they could explain why Sugar did it. And when they fake killed Finn, it was 52 days between death and resurrection. If they're doing a mirror of that with a fake Sheila death, that same time frame would take it to April 18th. By the way, May Sweeps begins on April 25th. All right, a week after that same day count. So if they do, again, about 2 months of death, that takes them right into May Sweeps. Of course, we'll see how it goes. I'm really looking forward to more hallucinations, because if they never go beyond those indoor scenes of her in front of the fireplace at the Malibu house drenched in blood, then yeah, I think he's only hallucinating. But if Finn sees Sheila outside of the Malibu beach house, then I really think it's the nine-toed menace lurking around, playing mind games. We will see what happens. As of now, I'm counting the days till we get more hallucinations, counting the days till May Sweeps kicks off in late April to see if Bold and the Beautiful is playing a bait and switch with us. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Definitely drop your comments on what you think and come back soon. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.